Let's discuss Leetcode problem number 205. Given two strings S and T, you had to tell whether they are isomorphic or not. Before we discuss, please share, like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications. Also, I have added a lot of DSA quizzes to the community page. Please check it out. Now back to the problem. Two strings are isomorphic if they have a unique one-to-one mapping. Like in this case of egg and add, they are isomorphic because if you map E to A and G to D, you can get to add from egg. But here you cannot get to that, because if you map F to B and O to A, and then you have to map O to R again, so that is inconsistent. You have to have only one-to-one mapping, then they are isomorphic. So now I will show you with an example run of how this algo works. I call this pattern as vice versa map pattern, because that's what we are doing here. We have S to T and T to S. So you map like E to A and A to E, and then G to D and D to G. So the reasoning behind that is to catch any inconsistencies. In this case, you map O to A and A to O, and then you map O to R. That's when you catch the inconsistency, because the mapping, if the mapping already exists between O and A, now you are mapping to something different. A and R are different, and so that's when you catch that the strings are not isomorphic. So if the sizes are not the same, then they cannot be isomorphic. That's by definition. And so you store two maps, S to T and T to S. And so as you go through the string, like EGG, as you go through the size of the string, because the lengths have to be the same, so you get the character C1 and then character C2. Now if the mapping exists and they are not equal, then you return false. And then on the T to S, if the mapping exists and they are not equal, the mapping, if it's already equal, so here in this case O to A, the mapping exists, but A and R are not equal, so that's what we are checking here. Otherwise, if initially there won't be any mapping, so you come here, S to T C1 equals to C2, T to S C2 equals to C1, so you do the vice versa mapping. And so I'll show you the run for egg and add, E to A and A to E, and then G to D and D to G, and the third character also the mapping is there, but they are equal, so they are isomorphic. But in this case, there is a mapping O to A and A to R. When you are processing OR, O maps to A, and then A and R are not equal, so you return false. That's it. Let me know if you have any comments. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.